Hello, friend. This is Ryan Hicks of TalkToProfit.com, and for this Reseller Friday, I want to talk to you about how the summer sales slowdown myth is crippling your business. Now, you may wonder, what is the summer sales slowdown myth? It's this idea that during the summer, your sales are naturally going to slow down in online sales, and it's just something you got to face the facts and accept that that's just part of business. Now, part of that is true. It's like anything in the natural universe, there are seasons. There are literally seasons like summer and winter. You do different things in summer than you do in winter. You don't plant corn, I don't guess, in the middle of the winter. There is a time to do certain things based on the seasons. And so there is during the summer fewer sales generally and fewer people online to be buying stuff because they're out doing stuff. They're out taking vacations. It's generally the time of year when people are taking vacations and doing summer events and things. And so sales are down. So you may say, well, how do you call it a myth then? Because here's the thing. It is obvious in the first place because we all know the biggest time of year, what is that? It's Q4. It's during the holiday time and people are buying a bunch of presents. And so sales go up. And then the first part of Q1 of the next year, right after the holidays, because people have gift cards and they're returning stuff and then exchanging it for different things and buying more. And so there still is a little bit of a frenzy of people buying stuff. But here's the biggest problem. People themselves slow down during the summer months that lead to their business stagnating as well. So if you already have a pool of people coming to a marketplace is dwindling a little bit during the summer, and then you start doing less during that time, of course your sales are going to go down. Of course you're going to be experiencing a slowdown. But I want to give you an example of something. I had a very highly in-demand item that was valuable, and I listed it in the middle of the summer when everybody, literally, I'm looking on groups and stuff and social media, and there's resellers everywhere complaining about their sales are down or my sales are at nothing and all this whining. And the item sold within minutes. And I had a similar item. It sold within minutes. Now everybody's complaining about the summer sales slowdown. Oh, my sales are just so slow. But they're not doing the things that would bring them sales any time of year, but especially during the time when there are fewer people online to be buying your products. One is listing. How many people are not listing consistently? And then when they do list, they list junk. A lot of people have got in their mind, I have to have this goal of listing 5 or 10 or 20 or 40 or whatever items a day. And that's great. But it's not great when you're listing junk. Because if you already have a marketplace that is going a little bit slower, and then you're pumping and injecting into your business items that are not in demand, that nobody wants, or if they do want it, it is one of those long tail items that takes a long time to sell. And you're wondering why your sales are slowing down. Now, another thing that I don't think people seem to realize is they are pulling back. I've seen so many resellers that are trying to get their business going. They're trying to get it afloat. And during the summer, they're like, oh, we're going here on vacation. Like, you're doing everything in your power to make sure your business fails, to make sure your business does not become the success it could be. You want to blame the marketplace, say, oh, the marketplace is slowing down. It's summer, it's a summer sales slowdown. But you're on vacation. How do you expect your business to do well and to increase during the summer when you're on vacation somewhere? You're shrinking back. What I want to encourage you to do during the summer is to double up your efforts. Not to be shrinking back, not to be lazy, not to just give up and say, well, this is my fate. Many people are going around talking this summer sales slowdown myth, and it's creating the very slowdown in their lives that they claim to not want. Yes, you need to be listing, but you need to be listing high quality items. Like the example I gave of items that were very in demand. I listed them, they sold in the middle of summer within minutes. And they did that because they were highly in demand. They were valuable items that people wanted. But if you're doing what many average people are doing as resellers, and you're listing junk, or at least not super in demand items, you're doing it at an inconsistent frequency, so you're not listing every day. You are taking time off and vacation because, oh, my store's not doing anything anyway. My sales are down, so it doesn't matter. I might as well go on vacation. You are, in fact, the one crippling your business. It's not the summer sale slowdown. If you had enough items that people wanted, you'd be selling stuff around the clock during the summer as well as you are during Q4. The reason your sales in Q4 are so good is because there's a lot of people online. But you can't just be in a position where I just got to wait for what other people do. If you do that with your life and you're just waiting for the wind to blow you a certain way, you're waiting for circumstances to do good for you, you're going to be failing. You have to be the person that takes control of your life, that takes control of the circumstances, that understands from your heart flow the issues of life. And so you must make the decision, what am I going to do? If I know that during the summer there are fewer people online, I know that during the summer sales tend to slow down, what am I going to do to combat that? What am I going to do to put myself in an advantageous position to win? Now, is it going to be listening to all these people on social media whining and crying about it? Am I going to join in with them? Just give up? Take a vacation? Talk about why my sales aren't? I might as well not even list because, my sales aren't doing very well and sales are down. It's like my store is dead. Or are you going to be the person who says, you know what? I know there are fewer people right now online. There are fewer people buying stuff and in the mood to be buying. So I need to redouble my efforts to get the best, highest quality items that are super in demand, list them promptly, list consistently, and double up my efforts. So even list more of those items. I need to do everything in my power to make sure I have the best quality items that people are actually looking for. So when there's fewer people online, they are still flooding into my store and buying my items because I have the best quality items that people want right here and now, no matter what time of year it is, and I'm going to get the sales that I deserve. My friend, I would encourage you today. Don't be the person who's whining about the summer. Don't be the person who's whining about the marketplace, whining about low sales. Be the person who chooses to do the things that will bring them more sales, and to be the person who will not give up, not shrink back, and not let life happen to them, but will force life to work in their favor and to be the winner that they deserve to be. My friend, I pray this is a blessing for you. May God bless you richly. That's going to be a little addendum at the end of the video, so people who just click off and don't watch the whole video are going to miss this. This is for you who actually watch it all the way through. Some other things you can do during summer sales slowdown, when people are whining and complaining everywhere about it, is you can try different marketplaces. There's Mercari, there's Depop, there's Poshmark, there's Etsy. There are all kinds of marketplaces, Facebook Marketplace, there's Craigslist, the old classified way of doing things, classified section of the newspaper. You could sell stuff on there even. You could have a garage sale. There are things you can do to move inventory, and many people just aren't taking up the time, and they're not even thinking about it. They're just giving in and relenting because everybody's saying, oh, these people have been on eBay for 20 years, and they're talking about how bad it is. It must be bad. I must give up. Don't listen to these people. Do whatever you need to do to become the greatest success you can be. Don't give up. Don't relent. Don't listen to and give in to peer pressure and start literally manifesting a world that is not what you want. because you keep speaking and thinking and meditating on these negative things you don't want to happen. You go and reinforce that negativity with other people who are telling you that, oh, it's summer sale slowdown. You keep doing that stuff, you will literally create and manifest in your life the summer sale slowdown that you didn't want. This is the time to be prayed up. This is the time to be full of faith in the Holy Ghost. This is the time that you go in, and when you're doing your sourcing, you start finding better items. And they just start flowing to you because you're expecting the best. You're going to list those great quality items. They're going to sell so fast, and you are going to have not a summer sales slowdown, but a summer sales increase. When everybody else is whining, everybody else is shrinking back, everybody else is complaining, you are going to have the victory, my friend.